Are you behind the TV?
No.
Are you behind the blanket ladder?
No.
Are you in the Christmas tree?
No.
Are you outside? Are you behind the blanket? Yes, you are. There you guys are. Hide? Okay. Are you under the coffee table?
No.
Are you behind the plant?
No.
Are you in the potty?
No.
Are you under the blanket?
No.
Yes, you are.
She found you.
Surprise. Hide. You guys gotta go to the mall.
Who wants to go to the mall?
Yeah.
Cooper does.
Cooper does not.
Mimi.
Cooper does not want to go to the mall. Right? You don't want to go?
Okay, so I guess it's just me and Willa, right? Cooper doesn't want to go.
He's like, wait, he's like really upset. Hey guys, how are you? Good morning. So just got out of the shower, I'm sure you can tell. I went to CrossFit before earlier, and Willa's upstairs sleeping. Dan's out at the grocery store with Cooper. But I just wanted to say hi and start off today's video. I just started brewing myself a coffee. I'm getting ready to sit down and get like a bunch of work done. But I've been taking my prenatal vitamins because we are going to start trying for a baby next month. Super exciting. I thought like long and hard about how much I'm gonna share with you guys. With Cooper's pregnancy, I didn't share anything because we weren't vlogging at the time. I was only doing like sit down pregnancy videos. My first video was a sit down pregnancy video at 9 weeks pregnant. With the Willas, I showed a lot, but I showed after the fact. So we announced and then I said that I was pregnant. So like we announced and then I showed like all of the past, like the back footage. I think this time around, I think I would really like to just share everything with everyone. And when we get a positive test, we will just share it with our family and our friends, and then we will announce it on like our channel. So you guys will probably, we'd be telling the world very, very early, but I feel like because I've already had a miscarriage and I've already documented it and shared it with everyone more or less as it was happening, that if we have another miscarriage, then we'll all go through it together, I guess. So yeah, so I've been taking prenatals. So I've taken these with every single baby. I did a lot of research with Cooper's pregnancy, and they're the Garden of Life vitamin code raw prenatal vitamin. Think about just taking like all organic vegetables, fruits, and sprouts. And there's actually some probiotic in here as well, and like jam packing it into a capsule. It is raw organic nutrients, nothing synthetic that was like created in a laboratory. So I really love these, and I honestly think this is why Cooper and Willa are just like so smart. In part is because of these prenatal vitamins. So I take those. You're supposed to take one like throughout the day 3 times, but the girl's lazy. I just take them all. They don't give me an upset stomach at all. And then oh, I finished my first bottle. This is the Ocean's Mom's prenatal DHA. It has like a mild strawberry scent, just to like cover the fishy smell because it is fish oil, and it does a great job of masking any fishy burps or anything like that. So I really like it because when you are pregnant, the last thing that you want is to be like hiccuping and like getting fish. Gross. But I hear Willa. I'm gonna go get Willa.
I could never settle down too far away from my hometown. With my family I am bound. I stick by them till I'm in the ground. Resting on the myth of old, all of the stories I've been told. Secret places hidden where I gone now as far as I can tell.
So I wanted to show you guys really quickly just some of the products that I was using, just in case you guys have questions. I can answer them now. First thing I used was a little sample of Tarte the Squench Hydrating Primer. Then I used this sample that I got. Honestly, I don't even know what the brand is. It already is making me have like creasing up on my forehead, which is why I don't wear foundation to begin with, is because it just never like my skin is just super clear. So besides like natural little blemishes and stuff like that, like permanent ones, like my skin doesn't get like pimply or like, I don't know. I have like probably the first time you guys have seen me wearing foundation in probably a year, I would say. So yeah, anyway, so I have that on. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is because it's just not it. And then I have Tarte Shape Tape, which is like worth every single penny. It is such a good concealer. And then I have Too Faced, I don't know what this is, the Sweethearts bronzer. It was on sale. And then Birthday Suit by Joa. I got this as a stocking stuffer last year for my mother-in-law, and I actually really love this palette. I use it like every day. It's my kind of color palette. I have like a fake beauty blender. I have this. It's just like the, I think it's Maybelline. Yeah, Maybelline, the Color 24-Hour Tattoo Metal, but in like the light colored one. Barely branded. It was a hack that I read where you can use this shade as a eyeshadow primer, and it works really well and it keeps my eyeshadow in place. And then I use Revlon Colorstay liquid liner. This is the NYX Control Freak for my eyebrows to like keep them all in place. And then my favorite mascara that I always have used is L'Oreal Volume, I can never say this, Voluminous Original. I sprayed my face with Smashbox primer water. And yeah, that's my makeup.
Every time I'm going out, the same things keep happening. New boy, same tricks. Coming close to me now, trying to be smooth, so here we go again, here we go again. You're trying to buy me drinks and I don't like your cheap tricks. Take it somewhere else, would ya? I don't know what you think, but I'm not one of those chicks. Take it somewhere else, would ya? You got nothing on me, on me. You got nothing on me, on me. You got nothing on me, on me. I wanna make you like a movie star. You try to pick me up in your new sports car. I think it's called a Jaguar. I don't give a damn, I got money on my mind. I can see you want me bad, but your pretty moves kinda make me sad. Oh boy, you must be mad. You got nothing on me 'cause I look too hot.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to sit down here really quickly and talk to you about like other things that we've been doing to prepare for TTC. What? This girl is teething so badly and she's just like, she's having a really difficult time, right? Miss? You okay? You just sad? No, that's for mommy. So like I was saying, I just wanted to sit here for a little bit and talk to you about like other ways that I have been preparing for TTC. If you don't know what TTC stands for, it's trying to conceive. And when Dan and I are thinking about expanding our family, we really like to prep, you know, a couple months in advance. I just think it's, it just sits right in my heart. I feel like we're starting off just giving our child like the best possible life that we can. And I don't know whether it does anything or not, but it makes me feel better. It makes me feel like I'm setting my baby up for success. So the first thing that I start doing is 3 months before we start trying, I start taking my prenatals like you saw earlier today or earlier yesterday. And I think that that is a really good idea. A lot of doctors will tell you to do that. The next thing that I do is I start to drink a lot of water or a lot of club soda, just in excess almost.
She got away.
Wills,
Okay.
come here, bub. Okay, you can have mommy. I don't want to I don't want to take her away from me if she really wants me.
Go see mommy.
Come here. You gonna sit with mommy? She is a mama's girl today because she doesn't feel good. Okay, you can sit with me. You can hold my bracelet. I just think that drinking a lot of water is so beneficial for your body and so healthy for you. And you have to drink a lot of water when you are pregnant. And for me, it just seemed like the second I got pregnant, all moisture was absorbed from my body. Like my hair never got greasy, my skin was always super dry. So I found a huge difference between Cooper's pregnancy and Willa's pregnancy. Okay, you're bouncing too much and you're bouncing my camera. They're gonna all throw up.
No.
Yeah, they're all gonna get sickness.
No.
Okay, you need to stop trying to touch stuff. There is a huge difference between Cooper's pregnancy and Willa's pregnancy. Cooper's pregnancy, I did not do this. Willa's pregnancy, I did. And my skin definitely stayed way more hydrated to the point where I didn't get itchy like I did with Cooper's pregnancy. With Cooper's pregnancy, I got like super itchy, and it would like, every time I get out of the shower, it'd give me like an anxiety attack because like my body felt like it was just being like ripped to shreds. Like I know that sounds crazy, but it was just so itchy to the point where they actually checked me for cholestasis of pregnancy. Ladies, or gentlemen, if your significant others are pregnant and definitely in their 3rd trimester is the scariest time, but just itchy in general, you want to get them checked out by a doctor. And I mean like itchy, like to the point where they're like scratching and like causing marks on their body, like very itchy. You want to go to the doctor and you want to get checked because there's actually a very life-threatening what would it be called? I don't think it's called, like, condition where you actually, it causes a lot of stillbirths, not to scare anybody out there. But if you are super itchy and you're watching this, please go to the doctor. Another thing that I do is working out. Guys, working out is so fantastic and so good for you. Physically, mentally. I know it's intimidating if you haven't ever worked out or you haven't worked out in the beginning, but find something that gives you enjoyment, even if it's yoga, even if it's spinning, if it's CrossFit, if it's Olympic weightlifting, if it's running, if it's jogging, if it's walking, whatever it may be, to just get your blood flowing and your heart rate going will make you feel incredible, and it's really good for you fertility wise and just in general. Another thing that I didn't necessarily do with Cooper or Willa's pregnancy, but I am going to be doing with this pregnancy, is eating a low carb diet. It's supposed to be really good for fertility and getting pregnant, and a lot of people who have had trouble conceiving have actually gone on a low carb or ketogenic diet and gotten pregnant. We're not talking like, you know, oh, if you do this, you'll get pregnant, or if you do that. Like, there has been like almost like scientific evidence of a low carb diet actually increasing fertility some way, somehow. And there is just like message boards and message boards and message boards of people who have literally been diagnosed with infertility getting pregnant because they started eating a ketogenic diet. So we haven't really had an issue with getting pregnant, but I like to just do what I can to try to get pregnant as quickly as possible. So I'm gonna start being more strict with my food intake and what I'm eating. And the last 2 things that I've been doing, it's the same thing. It is tracking my ovulation. So I've been tracking ovulation using some ovulation strips, OPKs, ovulation prediction kit, I think is what it is. The first ones that I got were defective or defected. I don't know if it's defective or defected, but anyway, they were that. And they were not it. It was telling me that I was not ovulating when I was ovulating. So I ended up returning those and I ended up getting the Pregmate brand. It's like a very rainbow colored looking pack on Amazon, and they're really fantastic, and they're a smidge more expensive than like your other brands. So I use the Pregmate brand. I'll link them in the description for you so you guys can go if you're looking for some ovulation tests. People ask me all the time. And what I've also been using is this right here. Now, this is an Ava bracelet. I do not have to talk about this on our YouTube channel. It was given to me in exchange for a post on Instagram, and they gave me a few months to test it out and to see. So my post on this will be on Instagram in January. But I don't have to talk about this on here if I don't want to. I don't have to talk about it on Instagram really if I don't want to. I could not like the product and just tell them that I don't like the product. But all that aside, I wanted to talk to you about this because I'm still up in the air whether I like it or not. I love the idea. I love how high tech it is. I love seeing the data and like how cool that is. But I think for someone like me who's gotten pregnant within the first few tries every time, this almost seems like a little too much effort for me. Like, I don't know why I find ovulation strips easier than this bracelet. I think it's because I don't have like an easily accessible charging station for this. If I had like, if the charging cord was longer and I was able to put it on like my side table and keep it there, and then like I was able to just plug this in every night after I take it off, I think I would find it to be a lot easier. Because in reality, all I'm literally doing with this is just like putting it onto my wrist and going to sleep. And then you wake up and then you like update your app, and then it like transfers the info, and then every day you have like new data that's been collected. The second thing that I'm like up in the air about is the fact that you can't just start using it right away and expecting it to know anything about your body. Now, like, you can put in all of your information, but like how you would do with any other application, you know, Ovia or whatever pregnancy or like TTC app you use, you put in all of your information, it asks you a bunch of questions, and then it like, based off of that information, it will calculate like when they think you're gonna ovulate. That's how this starts off. So it is able to predict your ovulation, but it's not predicting ovulation based off of any type of like reading that it's doing with your like anatomy or physiology. Yeah, like you have to give it a month or two before it can really start to like get your body function down. And for me, like, not to count my chickens before they hatch in any way, but like 3 times we've tried to get pregnant, I've gotten pregnant within the first or second month. So for me, it's kind of like, wouldn't be worth it to have this, because I would have to put in all of that effort for really no reason whatsoever, when this would be incredible and absolutely 100% worth it. If you've been trying for a few months and you just cannot figure out why you're not getting pregnant, you've tried OPKs, you've tried doing other things, this is fantastic. This would 100% be worth it. 100%, especially since they have a 1-year pregnancy guarantee. You have to use it for like 80% of that 1 year for you to be able to get a full money back guarantee. But if you just use it and you're not pregnant within a year, you get all of your money back. So if you are somebody who is struggling to get pregnant, not necessarily because of infertility, but because it's just, you know, just so happens to not be happening from month to month, this is a great, great, great investment. So for me, I'm using it because I want to be able to tell you guys whether it's worth it or not and to share it with you. But if I wasn't using it for those purposes, I probably would have already returned it or given it to somebody, because for me, it's just like a lot of effort to constantly make sure it's charged, to like put it on my wrist, to take it off, and to like let my phone charge up, and to do that every single night, every single morning. But yeah, so that's what I do for TTC. But before we start this journey, which is coming up very soon, it'll be next month that we're gonna start trying to conceive, I wanted to just make sure that there was a video out there where I talk about exactly what it is that I do to try to conceive. I'm also gonna make a sit-down video though that's a little bit more formal, because I also want to talk about, like, while we're actually trying to conceive, the things that I'm doing. So not in preparation for TTC, but while we're actually TTC, things like using pre-seed, things like what I do like right after the deed is done, things like that, all the nitty-gritty that like you wish somebody would just talk about. That is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Our videos have been a little like just like low-key recently, and that's because I'm very busy and moving, preparing for Christmas, and I'm preparing for my mom to arrive. I'm just trying to finish up the holiday gift guide. So our videos are going to be a little like just casual around the house, kind of nothing crazy, no elaborate edits or anything like that, just until January, and then we will start documenting our journey to baby number 3. But yeah, comment down below if you guys are excited to see a little itty bitty baby on our channel again. I'm so excited. And just for fun, what do you think it's gonna be? And what do you think we're gonna name the baby? Just, do you think it's a boy or a girl? And what do you think we're gonna name it? And let's see what all of the comments are. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The world could fall